Good evening and welcome to our Committee of Adjustment agenda at 6:15 p.m. Following this, we'll have our regular meeting. Call to order, mover and a seconder, moved by Councillor McDonnell, seconded by Trevor Bougie, or Councillor Bougie, that we open this meeting at 6:15 p.m. All those in favor? Carried. Confirmation of agenda, are there any changes? Okay, mover and a seconder to accept the agenda as presented, moved by Councillor McDonnell, seconded by Councillor Bougie, that we accept the agenda as presented. Are there any disclosures of pecuniary interest? Seeing none, just one moment. So the applicant's just arriving, so I'll approve the minutes. Were there any errors or omissions noted? Mover and a seconder, moved by Deputy Mayor Lang, seconded by Councillor McDonnell, that we accept the minutes, previous minute meeting, July 14th, 2025, as presented. Okay, all in favor? Carried. If I may ask you to sit in front. So we will start our new business. When you go to speak, there is a gray button, and if the red light will appear, please talk into it for our audience who follows later on YouTube. So our new business is A12 2025, Compo O'Shaughnessy. We'll start with Mrs. Haley.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This is a hearing under Section 45 of the Ontario Planning Act. Any person may attend this hearing and or make written or verbal representation either in support of or in opposition to the proposed minor variance. If a person, the applicant, or public body does not make oral or written submissions at this hearing or before the minor variance is decided upon, their comments will not be considered by the committee. Only the applicant, the minister, or specified persons or public bodies with an interest in the matter may appeal the decision of the minor variance of the Committee of Adjustment to the Ontario Land Tribunal within 20 days of the decision. Please note that the committee members have reviewed the application along with any written submissions received in support of or in opposition prior to this hearing, and in addition will hear today further oral submissions from any interested party. So we only have one item on our agenda this evening, and that item is known as A12 2025. The subject property is located at part of Lot 22, Concession 7, in the geographic township of Charlottenburg, now in South Glengarry, and it's located at 19246 Caber Road. The subject property is approximately 4.71 acres in area. We have a key map provided in the presentation. The property that's highlighted in black is the subject property. I know it might be difficult to see from where you're sitting, but this is Caber Road, and the property is located on the south side of Caber Road, just east of Glenroy Road. The subject property is currently developed, containing a single detached dwelling and 2 accessory buildings. The applicant wishes to place an 8-foot by 20-foot shipping container within the east side yard setback adjacent to an existing accessory structure. Therefore, the requested minor variance is as follows, to permit 1 shipping container on the subject property that is zoned rural. So just to remind the Committee of Adjustment that shipping containers are permitted on agricultural land and industrial lands. When it's on agricultural land, it's permitted for agricultural storage, and industrial lands, it would typically be used for industrial purposes, and they are allowed to be stacked as high as 2 if that was necessary. So the reason why they're asking is because this property is zoned rural. This is the map that was provided to us by the applicant. You can see it's an aerial view of the subject property. There's 3 red roofs. This is the dwelling, and these are 2 accessory buildings. And they're proposing to locate the 8 by 20 foot container on the west side of the subject existing accessory structure. And here's an aerial view from our GIS mapping, and then you can see where the proposed shipping container would be on this side of the property if it's approved. Here are a few images of what the property currently looks like. You'll see the sign that was posted that's required for public notification, and then you'll see the accessory structure at the back, and then here's a street view using Google Earth. And the proposed shipping container would be located approximately in this area if approved. The property is designated rural district in the county official plan, and it's zoned rural in the township's bylaw, and the requested minor variance conforms to the general intent of the official plan and the zoning bylaw. This is a map that represents the zoning of the area. The area in gray is what means rural zoning, and then this area over here is considered to be provincially significant wetland, but it's nowhere near any wetland. The application was circulated to all abutting property owners within 60 meters and applicable municipal staff. We have not received any written or verbal comments. We've not received any phone calls or anything from members of the public, and planning staff are recommending that this application be approved. We do have the applicants here this evening, Mr. Chair, and I'm sure they can add information that maybe we cannot answer in terms of the specificities of your property. And if there's any members of the public here, we just remind you to state your name and address for the record prior to speaking. Thank you.
All right, do the applicants have any further comments to that?
Nope, we're all good, thank you.
Okay, any questions or comments from members of Councilor Jaworski?
Thank you. Through you, Mayor McDonald. Question for you, Ms. Haley. In terms of the proposed location, is that formalized through this process in the sense that can they move it around in the future, or is the location fixed?
Through you, Mr. Chair, they would be able to relocate that container anywhere on the subject property if it's approved. So we're showing you where the where the applicant wants to place it. But if you look at this wording right here where it says to permit one shipping container on the subject property, therefore they could locate it anywhere. They can't locate it within the front yard setback though. So no structures can be located within the first 15 meters of the front yard. That's the zoning standards, but anywhere else on the property they can meet. For accessory structures, they can be as close as 1.2 meters to the rear yard or side yard. So they've got lots of opportunities to relocate it. Even where shipping containers are permitted, we don't regulate the exact location of those shipping containers generally, as long as they meet the appropriate or the applicable setbacks.
Are there any further questions from members of council, members of the public? Okay, Councilor McDonnell,
Through you, Mr. Mayor, I'll move to approve as presented.
do we have a seconder? Okay, seconded by Deputy Mayor Lang, so moved by Councilor McDonnell, seconded by Deputy Mayor Lang that we accept this as presented. All those in favor? Carried. There is a caveat if you don't mind sharing.
So your application has been approved. It is subject to a 20-day appeal period, as we had previously discussed, and that appeal period will expire on August 17th of 2025. And if you have any questions, you're welcome to reach us during business hours at the office. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.